And I'm live, I think. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up. Hopefully my audio is coming over. It's always a wonder if it is or not. Okay. Okay. Now I got to mute myself. Mute. Okay, there we go. I'm muted. So let's see. We got 4 in here so far, and I'm sorry I'm about, 10 seconds late, but show prep, man, right to down to the last wire getting this stuff done. Because I took a little bit longer break than I did from the last time I did one of these, and shit has happened. Oh man, we got guests. We got Hope in there. Uh-oh, Hope's froze. Come on, Chris. Come on back, bud. I'm not sure if that's Chris or Billy Gibbons, though. I just never know. I think it's Billy Gibbons. There we go.
Bills, you don't have people freeze up on you.
So you're driving home, I guess, man?
Yep, it's 3:30, buddy, on a Friday afternoon. That's where I'm headed to the house.
I hear you, man. No, but not much. Like I said, I was about to say, I haven't done one of these in over 3 weeks now, and man, I tell you what, if anything that could, well, you heard part of it, I think, with the smart control I had. That was just one thing. In fact, I'm waiting for the plumbers to come by my house right now, and hopefully they're gonna backfill this hole sitting underneath my foundation that's 5 feet deep and 10 feet wide.
Yeah. That ain't working that good, man. You need to get that fixed.
Well, it's fixed now. It's fixed now. I've actually been able to go to the bathroom for the first time in a week. So oh God, I feel so much better. It's hell going to McDonald's, man.
We're not listening to that last part.
McDonald's is about a 90-second drive from the house. So, yeah, when the wife, hey, Agent K, pee it out. You don't pee what I had out, bud. You know, the plumber guy said, no, nothing solid until it's fixed. Yeah, and I know why. They didn't want to open up that pipe and see my stuff. I don't know why.
They want to see you jump.
No, it was more than junk, man. It would have been downright nasty. There are just certain jobs you couldn't pay me enough, and that's definitely one of them. Whew.
Right, exactly. I'm with you on that one.
I just did the guy a favor as much as I could, and literally the day before, just put a straight flush on it about every 5 or 10 minutes. And I said, I just hope this pipe is as clean as it can possibly be. Because, man, I could not imagine that. Hey, Dre, how is it going? We got Recovery Drone, Agent K in the house. I know Jay Bird was there earlier.
I can't Independent chats, Delaware.
Oh, I know. I'm just letting you know. I like Agent K. He says, pee it out.
Pee it out?
Yeah, he's there. Holding up. Yeah, no, we got a storm going on here, but it's the funniest thing. The weather guy said all the weather was going to be east of I-45. I'm west by a mile of I-45. And he was dead on, man. It's like you go right over the freeway and it's raining. It's cleared up now, though, but it was just funny as shit this morning. It's like somebody drew a curtain. Well, the four-eyed canine. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim. What's up, buddy? I met Tim at Spin Down. Four-eyed canine. And his dog.
I know one thing. I need to. Oh, there we go. No wonder why. I got my volume set down on like 12. I'm going, what's the matter with your mic, Chris? No, it's Brian's ears.
Well, you know, my iPad and StreamYards do not like external microphone and earbuds.
Yeah.
So I'm having to scream and then lean down to listen.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, bud, I caught your stuff there on a repeat on Ken Herron's show.
Thank you.
That was very nice of him, I thought.
Yes, sir. It caught me completely off guard. He called me Wednesday morning. I was in the middle of a wheat field in Graham, Texas, at one of our wells. I
Damn.
sent him a picture. I'm in the middle. Said I'm in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and he asked me to come on the show. I said, "Well, you can't say no." Well, sure, I'll come on.
Well, you can, but it's not like it's going to come around again anytime soon.
So, and I've met Ken, and we converse from time to time.
Yeah, I talked to Ken at Spin Up a year ago, and I'm sure he doesn't remember me, but that's fine. You know what's funny though? It's hard to talk to Ken, of course, during his live streams, but he does have another show sometimes he puts on a Friday afternoon called Constructive Criticism.
Yes.
And I think I probably related this story before, but I submitted one to him from one of my stacks that I've done. It was of the San Luis Pass. And I really didn't, that may not have been the best one to show because the opening of it it didn't go with the rest of the video. But once the regular part of the video picked up, it looked good. So Ken's not saying nothing, but there's a British guy with him just like co-hosting.
Ash.
Yeah. And Ken's going, well, there's this. And the British guy's going, that's just amazing. I didn't know Texas looked like that. This is amazing. And meanwhile, Ken's trying to find something critique to say. And I'm just going, well, this is good.
I tell you what, that's one thing about our state. You can drive 12 hours across the state of Texas and be in 4 different zones of Earth.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Yep.
Crazy.
Man, I'm waiting. Sure would like this weather to cool down so I can do some of the travel. And I'm sick of hanging around Houston, man. I've been trapped here for months now.
Did you do San Luis Pass before they closed it?
Oh, yeah. In fact, it was right before they closed it.
Well, that sucks. They closed it.
Yeah. Yep.
That hurt a lot of people's feelings and a lot of fishermen's feelings.
Yeah. The funny thing about it is since that I put that video up, I've been getting a lot of fellow Texans and even visitors they've taken video of the same area. And it's all really good, but, mine's better.
Of course. Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Thanks, Agent K. I've heard of droning on, and I don't know Ash that well, but I'll make a point of it now because, like I said, the guy helped me out. So that was a good thing.
Yeah, Ash, he seems like a pretty nice old boy.
Yeah. No, he just couldn't believe that's Texas. I can't believe it's Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways.
In 8 to 10 hours, he'd be in the mountains of Big Bend. It's just crazy.
Let's see how long this is going to go on. I shut the door by accident behind me, and the dog's out there yiping. Damn it. I don't have a stick.
We're getting some wind and clouds off a little. I can't say little. It was a Cat 3 last time I looked, hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I pity New Orleans, man. They're getting hit all the time, every year. And it's all lowland.
Lake Charles ain't got over the last one from a month ago.
No. In fact, I saw a picture of Lake Charles with all the blue tarps over the roofs. It's, man. And I mean, more blue tarps than roofs, blue tarps.
There's going to be a bunch of blue tarps against a fence for long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one thing I noticed about that Hurricane Delta is it's a 2 or 3 cat, but it's big. Man, that thing is huge. And it kind of reminds me of Ike in 2008, because that's how Ike came in. Ike was only a 2, and it wiped out every structure on Bolivar Peninsula, except for one house. One house, they had the sense to build everything on concrete piers. So, man, I thought I was getting some feedback or air conditioning at your truck. Ooh, man, I was freaking out. I said, oh, man, I hope the AC's not going out. But anyways, so like I was saying, man, it's been a while since I've been on, and I got a list. In fact, let me do this. Let me see if now that was that. Oh yeah, that looks really good full screen. Let me see. I'll just do this real quick, and then share screen. Yeah, this is the agenda for today, folks. I'm glad I usually give myself 2.5 hours. But yeah, it's not that much really, though.
That's organized confusion, Brian.
Well, like I said, I try to come on these things somewhat prepared because I don't know, Mitch kind of not coached me, but I learned from him because, it's always good to have 2 or 3 things to talk about. So,
Right.
SoCal Drone is in the house. Hey, bud.
SoCal, hello, brother.
He's just coming in for a quick hello. But now I got some shout outs and I want to start with. Now, I'm going to do this first one, and it's not on the list, which means I got 8 shout outs to do. I usually do 4, but because I've been gone for 3 weeks, there's just a lot of stuff to cover. Now, let me see. I got to get this guy's. Here we go. Do a copy. And this is. He just came into the chat today. For the first time ever that I've seen. So, and he's only got 22. Independent Drone Channel. He's only got 22 subs. He lives in Colorado, which anybody who lives in Colorado gets an immediate pass from me because no matter what you take on a drone, it's going to be spectacular.
Exactly.
But there's his link, and let me do another share screen. There we go.
Was Independent Drone Channel spin down?
Not sure. I know he's in the chat. Let me mute that. I know he's in the chat, so he might be able to answer that one for you. But if y'all could, click on his link, show him some love and support. He only got 2 videos on here. This is the first one I happened to come upon this afternoon. But anything helps.
When I get home, I'll get back in your stream and look this up. Mm-hmm. Subscribe to him because Colorado, man, we sure had a good time down there.
I'm not sure where he is in Colorado, but it's just always the way. Oh, wait a minute. There is a drone in this. The drone's coming towards him. How did I miss this? I must have been typing a comment. What kind of drone is that? That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, now I want one.
Did you see it? I know
saw
you did.
It just for a second.
Yeah. Let me see if I can back that up. What is that? It's got 6. Is that 6 blade?
That's why I want it. It's got 6 on it.
Yeah, that's redundancy. That's awesome.
Is that a Typhoon?
That's what I'm thinking. Hey, Ed, love my drones?
Unique. It's hard to find one now. I don't know if they quit making them or not, but that's a unique, for sure, a unique bird.
Yes, it is.
I would like to have one.
They got the stability on them must be wonderful because you got 6 of them there. It's got to be pretty stable in the air. At least, especially at a hover, I would imagine.
That's a good looking aircraft.
Independent Drone Channel just said yes, so it probably is a Typhoon. I'm taking that.
Awesome.
I think the skin threw me off because I haven't seen one with a yellow skin. But let me see here. What we got here? Me. Anyway. Big Al. Big Al? Okay, I'm not sure who this is. I can only think of one. Let's add him to it. Big Al. Okay, we got a thumbs up from Big Al.
Hey, Big Al.
I don't know if this is Al Diaz or... Oh, look at this. It's not Al Diaz. Dude, you're trolling me, man.
I know. I gotta do it.
I got my first real live. Should have not let him on the stream troll. This is awesome. I am just booting you out of here so fast.
Big Al. Oh, I know who it is now.
Big Al. I just thought I would pop in because I saw Chris was here. Not Brian. I just come because Chris,
Y'all having fun up there, Ken?
Yeah, we're having a good time. We're getting ready to fly. Well, Bill's not gonna fly.
I was going to say that BK beside you.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
But how's the weather up there, man? Been looking wonderful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You suck.
Hey, who's that in the car seat over there, Ken?
Really, Kyle?
Yeah, that's. Sorry, we're in a unsavory area.
I was going to say, y'all are kind of hunkered kind of low. I hope y'all ain't doing nothing like unsavory or something.
Not waiting on someone. No, we're waiting on somebody, which this sort of looks like a drug deal, but it's not. We're waiting on.
I was gonna say, man, with the way BK's kind of slunkered down.
I'm just resting. It's been a long weekend to fly. Yeah, it's been a long. We're on like this side street waiting for somebody to fly this area, but it's like I said, we're where are we at? We're like Chester. We're in the border of Philly and Chester.
Hello, Billy.
Yeah, it's a rough area.
Hey, Ken, that's a great picture you took of old Mikey last night. Did you doctor that picture up any?
Not really. No, just basically just adjusted the hues, but no, that was basically right out of the camera.
That's he ought to put that in print on his wall in his house. That's a good picture.
So something that happened last night that I feel terrible about. Mike came to meet us to go fly, and he was telling Billy and I the story about when he was trying to park, that there was these guys that were yelling at him about not giving him enough room to park their car, something to that effect. And you know how Mike is, right? He's like, rah, rah, rah. And Mike was saying, he goes, I don't feel good about parking my car there. I think something may happen. So when we were done flying the bridge, we were walking back. They slashed his tire.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
That really sucks.
Yes. Poor freaking Mike, you know. He said he was there till about 11 o'clock at night changing a tire, so he thought AAA was going to come and fix it for him, but AAA never showed up.
Was it the minivan?
No, this was the Buick.
Okay, because the minivan by itself can be a royal pain to change a tire on.
Yeah, looked like a Buick. So yeah, he was he had some struggles, but you know what? Even in all that, he's still the most positive person I've ever met in my life. He was still happy as hell. He's got a flat tire. He recorded the whole thing of him changing the tire. Like, most people would be upset they got a flat tire or somebody slashed his tire, but not Mike. Mike's the most positive person I've ever met.
That's good to hear, man.
So he's just all around good.
Yeah, that sucks. That really, you're out there to have a good time, and then something like that happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he was a little sketchy coming out anyhow. So we're gonna see. We don't know what time we'll wake up, but we may go over to a cup of coffee. So
you're breaking up a little bit, Ken.
Yeah, I think the service is dropping out here.
Either that or the cops have thrown one of those security nets over you by now. It's going out.
That could be. They're jamming my signal.
Squash the cell. We're going in.
Yeah. I never know. That could be the case, man. But anyways, I just wanted to pop in, say hello, and
I do appreciate it, man.
I'll let you get back to your stream. I won't disrupt you fellers any further.
Well, only if you'd come in as Ken, because I'm scared, man. That must be Big Al next to you.
Well, you don't
know you.
Next time I come in as something else. No. I'll see you later, guys.
All right, Ken.
See you.
Take it easy, Bill. That was nice.
See you, Ken. See you, Billy.
But let me say hello to Sunrise Water Media. He came on in. Do what now? What'd you say, Chris?
You need to go to Sunrise's website. He's got some Big Al stickers made up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Sunrise, I made you a moderator. It's another thing. Over the last couple of weeks, or not a couple weeks, couple of days, I've been going through all my old live streams for some reason or another. And I cannot believe how many people I let slide by and didn't put them as moderators. I'm just like, God, I suck at this. So, and I know what it is too. When I get 3 or 4 or 5 people in these things, it's like, okay, I'm talking to y'all. I'm not really paying attention to the chats, even though it's right here in front of me. I just lose track of everything, especially now. And I mean, okay, I just lost Ken, but that's no big loss. But I still got Chris, who is world famous from the Ken Herron Show tour. It's like, damn. So, Chris, you get you one for the ride home or no? Uh-oh.
I just drank.
We're losing Chris.
Finished off a bottle of water.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
I just hope it was the fortified kind with the vitamins and minerals, because. But let me do this.
Just a plain old bottle of water, man.
Yeah.
It's not as good as last Friday night. Trust me.
Well, the thing about it is too, I don't work anymore, at least not very regularly. But when I did, I just still remember. I said, "Oh, should I get a beer for the ride home?" Because I'd be an hour away some days, and I'd just say, "Oh no, I better not. I don't need a cop pulling me over." It's funny, the things you don't even give a thought to when you're 25 versus when you're 55.
Right. Well, I'm in my company truck, so I can't. That'd be.
Oh, hell no, then.
Definitely.
Hell no.
Yeah. I sure don't want to lose that privilege.
There you go, man. But it's funny you mentioned a company truck. The last job I had, it was, like I said, I was working IT, and it was a contract position. The guy said, you got to use your own vehicle, at least for the first 3 months. So I said, okay, we'll try it out. And it turns out that he needed me to do telephone and IT. And he didn't have anybody that could do both. So after about a month, he goes, well, because I was running jobs like crazy. He goes, and he didn't say nothing. He goes, you're doing a great job, but he didn't say nothing. And after about a month, he goes, what do you think of the job? Well, Earl, I really love this job and I love the work. You're a great boss, but I'm putting too much wear and tear on my truck. I'm doing 500 miles a week or more. So he goes, okay, give me a few days. So that Monday, I had a pretty fairly new van. So I like that.
There you go.
Yeah, I missed that job, though. It was just the traveling was killer, man, because you're driving all over Houston. Houston sucks to drive in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, to go 40 miles can take you an hour and a half, 2 hours some days. But it would be to where I'm in the north side, but I mean, I would go all the way as far as Huntsville, down as far as Galveston, to Beaumont, all the way west to Hempstead, as far as south. Well, I mentioned Galveston. I've been to Lake Jackson. I'm all over the place. And the thing about it is I drive for an hour and a half, 20 minutes of work maybe, and I'm driving to the next one. All day was driving.
Yeah. I've been down there I've been 345 all the way to Galveston. I've been on the Beltway. I've been on the Hardy Tow Road. They're all horrible. And it doesn't seem to matter what time of day it is anymore. Yeah.
And that's another thing too, being retired, I listen to the traffic report in the morning just because the radio's on and I was going, thank you. I don't have to be in that.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Philip Couchot. Hey, man. Welcome in, bud. I know I've seen you in chats before.
Hello, my man. Mr. Couchot.
I was going to say, I didn't know if it's Couchot. Well, I got to be real careful on that one now. Your accent's going to get me in trouble.
Well, Ken picks on him when he does he can't Couchot in his Raz.
Okay.
Yeah. Philip knows. He's probably laughing on the inside.
Yep. Pond and more. Haven't seen you in a while. Then again, I haven't seen anybody in a while. So what are we at? Oh man, I'm way behind here. I got to continue on with my channel shout outs because I usually try to get these done in the first half hour, and Chris, you're just too damn entertaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian, I had pulled over. I'm going to start driving again, and if I cut out, it'll be because my cell phone my iPad went down.
I understand.
Here we go, buddy.
Work is catching up here fast. I hear you, man.
Steve, I'm working my way to home.
You bass. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Who gives a shat? Ed. Come on, buddy. And there's Agent K with this kind of pile of turd things coming in here. Come on, man. Everybody be polite. But anyways, where were we at? Okay, so we just left off with independent drone channel, and let me see. I got a list. Okay. Now, here's another guy. I've been seeing this guy in the chats for at least 4 or 5 months. And why he only has 8 subscribers and he's got really good content on his channel is freaking beyond me. Let me pull up my notes on him. His name is Steve, and I'm going to probably kill this. Go, G-J-O. He's in Seattle. He has really nice content because he's in Seattle. So let me go ahead and put his link up. But I remember seeing him in the chats as far back as July. And like I said, there's always a lot of reasons why people, somebody might look at his name and say, oh, that's got to be a troll. I don't know. But, yeah, there we go. So his link is up there. And let me do a quick share screen, turn his stuff on. That's not muted. Share screen, and there, and there. So he got a really cool picture of these ospreys in a nest, which he's got a bunch of cool stuff on his channel. Philip Krishot. So I woke up this morning, checked my YouTube channel, and had no subscribers. Went from 73 to no subscribers. Okay, we're going to get into that because somebody else on Facebook said more or less the same thing.
You said he went from 73 subscribers to nothing?
Philip Krishot is saying he went from 73 to no subscribers.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hell of a picture. I get vertigo looking at it when he got a shot like that. I think that's why I like this so much. I know you can't see this, Chris, but
I can see it. It's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to, I'll go ahead and let's get this guy more than 8 subscribers because he's got really nice content. He's got some good stuff of Seattle around the water on his channel and all kind of good stuff. So, but anyways, so there was that one. Let me do, okay, I got another one. This guy is in the chats all the time lately. And he's only got 17 subscribers, and I don't get it because he's got really nice content on his channel. Let me do a copy paste. See, this is why I make notes. When you make notes, you can do a copy paste, not type all this stuff.
Right click copy is your friend.
Oh yeah. But the gentleman's name is, I'm sure a lot of y'all recognize it, Chris Wedgeworth. And like I said, he's been in the chats many, many times. And let me put that link up. And we'll do another share screen as soon as I can clear this. There we go. But yeah, he's up there in Oregon. I hope I say that. I butcher the name of Oregon. My wife says Argon. I said it's not argon. Argon is a mineral. It's Oregon. But he's got some really nice content on his channel as well. He's fairly new to drones, I'm pretty sure. I know he's got a Mavic Mini. In fact, he's taking this picture right here with a Mavic Mini, which just by the speed of that windmill tells me that I wonder if that Mavic Mini should even be there. Because that wind has got to be blowing just a little bit to even make that thing move at that speed. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, there's a great shot there. Mountains in the backdrop. But yeah, y'all need to go over and visit Chris and hub on to him. Oregon. Okay, I'll go with that. Oregon. What could be Oregon? Somebody would say it Oregon. Hey, it's Oregon. But so no, there's Chris Wedgeworth. Like I said, y'all go over and show him some love, support, sub to his channel. Let me stop that, and there we go. So yeah, we're knocking this list out. So let me get going here. Okay, now the next one, he is from the Netherlands, and we lost Chris. He's from the Netherlands. His name is, well, the name he goes by anyway is Janus, RC Drone Pilot. Let me do a copy and paste. And his shtick is, and he's got a good one. This guy is a merchant seaman. He's a merchant seaman with a drone. So he gets some really unique and different looking perspectives on his channel. And let me put this up. And there we go. But yeah, let me start this and do a share screen again. So yeah, like I said, he's, some of this I know is probably stock or still photos, but when you get into a lot of his videos, he takes a lot of the stuff. I mean, he's at work, and there's some just really interesting shots, and a lot of it's drone video too. And as you can see, even though he's from the Netherlands, he does a good narration of what you're looking at in English, and well, actually a mixture sometimes, because I don't know what a smitbargie is. Oh, this one is actually particularly cool. They raise a barge, or tried to raise a barge that had sunk. It was a shipping hazard. Let me see if I can jump forward to, yeah. This is his video of this now, of this operation going on. And I don't want to play along too long here, because I don't like doing this, because if you see most of the video, I don't know, you might not go and visit his channel. Yeah, Dutch. Uh-oh. So for some reason, the link I just put up just got errored out by YouTube. So this is temporary, wait a moment and try again. So let me see if, I think we got Chris back. There we go. Hey, Chris.
Hey, man, I got home now.
Oh, okay. But I was just telling, I've got a fella here. He's only got 76 subscribers. He's a merchant seaman. Now, here's a great shot.
That's awesome.
He's a merchant seaman. He's got his own drone. So he gets all these really cool pictures of him being at work, which is, I mean, this is awesome. So, yeah.
Have you got these links in your description, Brian?
I did put his link in. For some reason, YouTube kicked it out. So I'm going to try it again. And I just put his link in without his channel name. But his channel name is Janus RC Drone Pilot. And he's from the Netherlands. Hopefully that will stay this time. I don't know why it got kicked out. Maybe I'm hitting on some sort of a copyright here. I don't know. But yeah, he's pretty professional. He knows how to use YouTube a lot. So, but there's that.
Which drones he flying?
If I remember right, it was one of the Mavic series. I'm not sure which one, the older one or the second.
Pretty water.
But oh, okay. So yeah. So how many have we done so far on these? We're knocking them out here. God, we still got 4. Still got 3.5 more to go. Anyway, this next one is, I don't want to say I'm doing a favor, because it's not a favor. This is helping people. Anyway, if y'all know Drone Girl from Ireland, she's been on YouTube now for like 4 or 5 years. She's got spectacular video. And I'm not promoting her channel, but she is every now and again popping up on Facebook to promote her son's channel, Jack. Jack has a gaming channel. Jack only has 17 subscribers. So if y'all could go over there and bump his subscriber list up and let him know, that would be awesome. I can't spend too much time on his channel because it's a gaming channel. But it is what it is. But what I find is interesting though is that drone girl Chrissy, she's good with him being on YouTube this way. I guess she's comfortable with it because she's been doing it for so long. And Jack is, I'm not sure how old he is. He's not that old. I'm thinking like 7 or 8, if that. Yeah, I hear you, Ed. I hear you. Can't do him either. But you know, I guess she's good with him being on YouTube like that. You know, I'm sure she's going to monitor it. But like I said, he only got 17 subscribers.
For sure.
Go over there and check that out. But we'd appreciate it. Anyways, so that leaves just a couple left. Let me knock this out. It's hard to figure out where I'm at here. Here we go. Now this next guy, I just found him only a couple days ago. He showed up on my Facebook feed. It's funny how these things come to you. Love My Drones. Kids aren't supposed to be on YouTube unless they're set up for kids. So I don't know how that works. Yeah, I know that was one of the first questions I had too, because of the way YouTube made such a big deal of separating kids' content from everybody else's. So I don't know how she is putting that out there. Tim Jackson. Hey, Tim Jackson. I think I'm over 13. Tim Jackson might be over 13. Yeah, could be. But anyway, so this next guy, his name is Robert Ziegler. There's a middle name, and I might as well say the middle name because it's part of his channel. Robert Albion Ziegler. And he is from the New York City area. And he takes some really spectacular video. He's got one up here now. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and highlight it and do a share screen. But he caught this sunrise just recently. Oh, it wasn't just recently. It was in June.
Where's that
but
at?
This is New York City. It looks like the Queens side. I'm guessing it's Queens. Man. So I'm saying
that's a cool shot.
Yeah, no, this is the sunset. So yeah, that's Queens. That's what I'm saying. This is a really great shot. You know, I'm guessing he's only about 200 feet off the ground, which gives you a really good perspective of what the city looks like. See, because he just highlighted Lower Mat, and now he's panning around to Midtown, which you see the Empire State Building, and you know that little gap between the two. I never could figure out what they call that. I can't remember. I don't want to say Soho or Greenwich Village because I could be wrong. It's been so long, so many years since I've been out. But this is kind of cool though, because you know I never lived in these kind of apartment homes, but I was always around them, and I had friends who lived in them, and they were just, you know, it's just so odd how they built these things. I don't think there's any other architecture like that in the world. Not that I'm praising it, but it's just kind of unique to New York. Maybe Philadelphia has stuff like that too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Philly, you know, Mikey puts up a bunch of stuff. But makes great, you know, great pictures. I love them. Love them.
Yeah. But so that, you know, like I said, did I put his link in? Yes, I did. I think. Or didn't I? Yeah, there it is, Robert Albion Ziegler. He's only got 54 subscribers, so maybe we can bump him up there, and it would awfully help if I hit the subscribe button to him. I wonder if they unsubscribe me from him. That's weird. So I know he's subscribed. Nice. Yeah, isn't it? I'm highlighting his channel, and I'm not subscribed. What a shithead. Well, in fact, let me throw a like on this.
Over and take a moment and drag that mouse.
That's terrible, man. That's terrible. What a crap.
Horrible.
I know. Okay. Oh, okay. I got this next one now. This next one I found today.
Person,
I know. This next one I found today. In fact, I need to go straight to a share screen because this is only a 53-second video. But he does have drone video on his channel. Let me just hold that because I want to put his info up. Where's he at? A Motion. He goes by A Motion, and I'm sure he's not too old, but he's old enough, I guess. Oh, how did that ain't supposed to be there. Excuse me while I have technical difficulties. Oh, great. I just did a cut on him rather than a... Let me see if I can do an undo. There we go. How about a copy this time? Yeah, copy. Let's try that. Okay, so that came out. And his channel link is this one here. We'll do another copy and paste. Now, what's cool about this that I want to show y'all, this is something that I learned I've yet to do, and he did it. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Drone Film Guide. He's, I want to say he's Scottish or Irish. He's got like 180,000 subs. He just teaches really good how-tos on drone stuff. But he showed on his channel this about, I want to say a month ago. Watch this. I'll explain how he's doing this here in just a second. This is a teleport. Okay, come on down. And then he's in a different place. Isn't that cool? So he can jump like 100 feet high. But yeah, and I'll tell you all the trick of this, because I actually saw this on Drone Film Guides. He actually sent me an email. I'm subscribed to him and everything, so he sends emails and stuff. And this is this is where you can use green screen. You take the green screen, you fold it up beneath your feet, you hold like a GoPro camera and just have it looking down at your feet, and you take a picture or a video or whatever. Then you do a couple droney shots with your drone and put it over the green screen. So it literally looks like, you got to do the jumping motion with the GoPro. I'm butchering this. You got to go to Drone Film Guide's channel to check this out, how it's done. But it's mostly done with green screen, and it's really cool. But yeah, strong legs like that. But it's a hell of an effect. It's like you're jumping from one scene to another. The thing I like about it is you could actually take a trick like that and highlight a bunch of your videos. Say if you went somewhere, which I think is kind of pretty cool. Okay, so I just got one left, and this one is going to be a little hard to look at. But, and to be fair, this guy he does have 427 subs, so it's, everybody can use a few more subs. So, but at the same time, he's got some pretty decent contacts. So here's his name and his link. It's PLJUK. I don't know what that stands for. That's his screen name. But let me go ahead and do a screen share. And this is some of his content. And there's nothing much to it. This is all this whole video is. This poor girl is just standing here just like this for the next minute. And I mean, this is all you get. I like what somebody wrote down here in the comments. I need a glass of milk. That's just not right. Oh, now he has 438. I guess I should subscribe to him too. So there we go. Seeing as I've watched this video like
275,000 views.
Yeah. So it's not like we're the first ones to see this. But if you go to his channel, he mostly has videos, nothing much to do with drones. He's wearing dental floss, pretty much. But most of his channels have to do with news reporters with cleavage. So there's that. Got milk. Anyway, that's my... Hey, Jim's droning. I didn't even see you slide in there, bud. Let me get back to me now. There we go. Oh, man, look at this. Here, see, this is what I'm talking about now. Poor Tim Jackson out there in the damn cold. Tim Jackson, come back to me one more time, but I just want to make sure that took. Man, I suck as a host. What is this? Fondamore, what does that even mean? BRB snack time.
Be right back.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something. See, that's my mind's in the gutter. There we go. There you go. There you go, Tim. So anyway, now we get into the meat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah. Chris?
Can you hear me, Brian?
I can hear you.
Hey, I'm gonna cut out, buddy.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Cut out. I need to get in the house now.
Okay, yeah, you're frozen.
What?
I can hear you, but you're frozen.
Okay, man. I'm gonna cut out, buddy.
All right. But well, is he cutting out?
I'll see you later, man.
All right, Chris. So yeah, I got just a couple of topics I'm going to bring up today. By the way, I do want to thank y'all for hanging in here with me, because, like I said, it's been 3 weeks since I've done one of these, and I feel a little rusty. But topics. Now we get into the meat of the show. First of all, the passing of Eddie Van Halen. That just blew me away. I don't know about y'all. Has nothing to do with drones, but man, that guy was awesome on a guitar. He was just incredible. One of the things that I've yet to hear anybody mention, besides the fact that he's one of the greatest guitar players ever, if y'all can remember the movie Twister, some of y'all might know where I'm going with this. At the very end of the movie Twister, when they're running the credits, there's a song, an instrumental song that comes on, and it's done by Eddie Van Halen, and it's nothing but him and his guitar. And it is, I said, oh, I've got to get that. I paid like $20 for that stupid soundtrack for that one song. I'm thinking, well, okay, I did shit like that when I was 14. But yeah, that song, on top of everything else he's ever done, y'all need to, one way or another, check out that song. I can't play it here, but it is just haunting. It is just him on his guitar, and he just slides it in such a way it just sounds like it's just singing. It's just unreal. But yeah, somebody else we lost this week that's true. Tim Jackson, Eddie and Jimmy are probably up there just, hey man, try this lick. You ever try this lick? You need to try this lick. Yeah, that's how it goes. Put your fingers here, man. There you go. But another one we lost this week that hasn't gotten too much attention was a guy named Johnny Nash. And he had a bunch of hits back in the day, 70s and 80s. Yeah. But his biggest one was I Can See Clearly Now. And I didn't know this, but he was a Houston native. He's from here where I'm from. And he just more or less got tired of the business, and he lived not far from where I'm living right now. And it's funny, you just don't know these things, when people go south like that. But yeah, seeing both of them die within a couple of days of each other really put the black olive in the mouth, the sour black olives that I hate. Yeah, I saw Mac Davis too passed away. That was last week. Baby, don't get hooked on me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Mac Davis also an actor? Didn't he appear in some movies? Or am I wrong? I can clearly see my beard. Dude. Come on, man. Oh, man. But, Oh man. Yeah, that bummed me out though. But if y'all can, man, y'all need to get a hold of that one track off of that movie soundtrack movie, Twister, and give that a listen. One way or another. I don't know. Hey Scott Shelby, how's it going, bud? Um, by the way, something else I wanted to. I'm going to highlight that comment. I just visited Scott Shelby's right before I came on, and one of the things Bill Thomas from Coast to Coast Drones, he just recently did an episode where that's all he did was highlight people's channels that I don't know what his standards were. Mine is generally less than 100 subs unless you have really large boobs. But there's that. And even then, I don't really get into it. I'm just, whenever I do stuff like that, I'm just being kind of goofy. By the way, Tammy Eisenbladder, welcome in. Not sure if I've seen the name before. Although I might have. It looks a little familiar. So let me do this. There are a couple more subjects that I do want to touch on, and they are drone related. Let me see if I can find my notes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me see how I can bring this up, because I could talk about it, but, well, let me just do this. I'll just put the link in the chat. There is a kid in Long Beach, California. His name is Nathan Liu, and y'all may have heard of this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw this come across my Facebook feed. And the link I'm putting up is to Drone DJ, which I follow a lot because he has some really good news on his channel, up-to-date news. This kid is 14 years old, and with his Mavic Air 1, he does mapping, like as in survey mapping. Dude, you are going to go so far when you start deciding to make some money. Some people you just got to just hand it to them and just go, man, how can you be that smart? But if y'all want to check that out, I think it's kind of an interesting article. It's pretty brief read. It's one thing I like about Drone DJ. He keeps it short and sweet. Okay, who's where the approaching hurricane is? Is that you, Philip? By the way, Philip, let me see. I gotta see if I'm subbed to you. Excuse me. Oh, Tammy Eisenbad. I am subscribed to you, by the way. I forgot to mention that. But let me do this. I know I've seen Philip in the chat several times, and I'm probably subscribed to him. I just always like to make sure because I hate looking like a bad host. Like, well, you're pumping these people up, but you ain't even subscribed to them. So why should we subscribe to them? What the hell, man? Who are you? So yeah, Philip, I'm subscribed to you. I see. Hey, man, I need to put you up for a shout out here soon. You only got 73 subs, dude. Alabama, yeah, you're gonna not get the heavy winds or anything, but you're gonna get drenched because it's headed that way. Yeah, that bites. There we go. 45. Yeah, we were talking about ages the other night on Jim's channel. That got ridiculous. Actually, a 71 model. Good one. Mac Davis was a TV host for several country music specials. Okay, Tammy, I appreciate that because I knew I'd seen him on something before the time he was other than just a singer. Oh, so let's see. So I got a couple of other things here. Oh, yeah. Man, I love new drones. where's this thing at? Oh yeah, let me see if I want to make sure I can pull this up before I go talking too much about it, because this is on Vimeo. And I don't know if Vimeo is going to carry over to what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to put it in Google and see if it'll let me bring it up. Yes. Okay. I love new drones. Okay. Mostly because they're new toys, and you think, well, what can I do with this one? And everybody right now is out there speculating, excuse me, about the Mavic Mini 2 coming out, or whatever DJI is going to come out with. You know what I say? Who cares? I want one of these. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear the video on this or not. Probably not. Yeah. Modular payload system. Different cameras. It's not that small. This is cool. Y'all need to watch this. It's quieter than most drones. Of course, it's only got 2 props. Yeah, land that thing on an aircraft carrier. Good one. Mapping. But yeah, that is called, it's from Anduril Industries, and I'm guess they're calling it the Ghost 4. Of course, I don't know how much it is. It's probably only around 10 grand. You know. Yeah, force multiplier. I like that. But you're right, Ed, there's a lot to break on that thing, bud. And yeah, the thing about the payload is what gets me. And it shows that stuff opening up. I was thinking, oh, suitcase nukes. That is a big prop. Wonder what would happen if you try to hand catch that thing. Instead of losing fingertips, you'd be losing your whole hand. Welcome in, Sisk son. I know I've seen you in the chats before, bud. Wonder what happened to the other 3. Yeah, right. Yeah. But I just love new technology like that and sit wondering where it's going to go. I've always found stuff like that interesting. Because the thing about it is, I look at our hobby, sometimes our business, depending on who you're talking about. Dobo hand catch, that's what I mean, Agent K. The stuff that we do now was being used by the military 15, 20 years ago as experimental and you know, so granted what we mostly use now is Chinese, and I'm pretty sure in the pretty near future, American companies are going to start producing drones because they see out the writing on the wall. So, and the technology has always been there. I'm not sure why American companies have not promoted this stuff as consumer drone stuff. I really don't know. But there's just, you know, just something to look forward to maybe down the line when you see something like that. It's like, okay, well, what will that translate into anything in the future that we can use? You know, because the more technology, it's a two-edged sword. It's a good and a bad thing. Yeah, Big Brother, that's true too. But technology is good and technology is bad. You always try to look at it as to the good parts and what it can do for you. But yeah, it concerns me a little bit when you see stuff like that. I've read sci-fi books where drones are completely autonomous, and that's a really scary thought. And I've read the stories where you have micro drones or microbots that are microscopic and do all kinds of damage and everything. Supposedly the Chinese have developed that stuff. I don't know. And that kind of stuff can be concerning, but at the same time, that's war stuff. Oh, that's not Philip Cushot. What the Evo can do. Are we talking about the Evo 2? Because I do have some Evo news in case y'all haven't seen that. The Evo just had a firmware update. Let me see if I can bring that up. I know I'll put it on my desktop somewhere. Yeah, here it is. And this is the update on the Evo. In fact, for IKEA, I remember you were in here asking me a couple nights ago if I'd use my Evo to go live, and I noticed that I could not go live anymore. So I myself need to download this update. I don't know if it's my Evo 1 because I can't go live anymore. So I'm hoping that they took it down because if you notice, what are we down here to? About the fifth or sixth one down, added live streaming support to both YouTube and RTMP servers. Here's the thing about Autel Evo drones. I've had my Evo now since February of 2019. And once you do the initial setup for YouTube with the Evo, it's just one button. Anytime after that to go live, you don't need to sign in. You don't need to RTMP and paste and copy anything. It just does it. Now, I want to see if that capability is still there because I am going to download this probably over the weekend and see if I can do a live stream from my Evo. So, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't, because I think Tim Tuesday night brought it up and about me doing a live stream from my Evo. And I said, well, I haven't done one in well over a month. And yeah, that's always a possibility. But a bird can make more of a mess if it gets in. A drone is going to be pretty much just shattered into a million pieces, and it can do some damage if it's sucked into that jet engine. But not download your app. Told you I would not download your app. Okay, I didn't have one, but this is their app. I'm sort of vaguely remembering, Tim, what you're talking about. And yeah, Philip, this is for the Evo 2. The thing about it is this is on the Autel Explorer app, and the Autel Explorer app works the Evo 1 and the Evo 2. So I'm pretty sure if I download this new version of the app, I should be able to go live again on my Evo 1. But yeah, this is for the Evo 2. This just came out today from what I understand. So y'all need to go over to Autel, and I don't know if it's Autel or go into the App Store and checking it out. So, but that's always good to know because I still like to fly my Evo. One of the firmware update 2 or 3 months back, and I've mentioned this before, it has gotten so much more. My Evo 1 has gotten so much more stable now when it's even at a hover in the air, whereas I made this joke before. It looks like a duck trying to learn how to fly. It was so wobbly and shaky. It looked, it didn't look. It looked toyish. Let's put it like that. But yeah, because I always like to go live. In fact, I can remember the last time I went live from my Evo. It was in the video I took in Galveston for the Galveston Sunrise video. I did about 3 months ago, and it worked like a charm. But I've had no trouble ever going live on YouTube or Facebook from that Evo. DJI, forget about it. Forgot about it. It's a pain in the butt. You can do the RTMP thing, but the stream is never consistent or constant, especially if you try to put your drone out more than 1,000 feet. So, Jello as in shaky video, or what are we talking about, Philip? It depends, Tim. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things I can do with 2 monitors, but hey, Bob Casey, man, how's it going, bud? That's the thing about a PC is you have a lot more quicker access to stuff. I much prefer to be in the chats on my PC than I am on my phone because, for one thing, if you want to reply, you know how it is whenever you first get onto a chat and everybody says hello, hey, hi, how's it going? You cannot copy and paste on a cell phone everybody's name the way you can on a PC and just say hi to everybody all at once. It's kind of a pain. So, okay, that was that. Anyway, what time are we looking at here? I got to be okay. I'm going good. But so I know this is gonna maybe upset some people, but big caveat. I know I got a lemon, but I don't have the lemon no more. So let me see if I get my dates right. Oh, I wrote it down. On September 26th, I received from Amazon my DJI Smart Controller because of the new update with the Mavic Air 2. Okay. I said, okay, I got a reason now to drop $750. It was $800 with tax. So I went ahead and ordered it. It came, they delivered it quick too. I don't know why. I guess maybe they got to deal with DJI. I don't know. But it came almost, not the next day, but the day after. So I got it on a Friday. And I set it up all day, not all day Saturday, but a good chunk of Saturday. I paired it with my Mavic 2 Zoom and my Mavic Air 2. And I made sure cameras are working, props spin up. This is right here. I did all this right here in this room. Jim, welcome in, bud. I sent you a link if you want to come up. I'm relating my tale of woe about the smart controller, which you heard on your show Tuesday night. So I got everything set up. Sunday, I went out to do a field test right around at the park where I always go to do all my field tests. This park is an open area. It has several soccer fields and a dog park, completely surrounded by 80 and 90-foot trees. So you got to be a little careful. You got a bunch of leeway. Once you clear the trees, you're clear. You can go, with my other drones, I can go at least a half mile out. If I want to, I got to be careful though, because I do keep line of sight because I'm not like a lot of people. When I lose line of sight, especially with those trees, I get nervous. So there's that. So the Mavic 2 Zoom went flawlessly. I sent it up, put it out 2,000 feet, did a lateral circle around my point, taking video, all this good stuff, worked like a charm. Great signal. Everything was good. Mavic Air 2, ooh, no. So at 900 feet, Mavic Air 2 lost video signal, started getting choppy. I am 280 feet in the air. I can still see my drone. I'm only 900 feet away. So I sent it out 1,300 feet. And I'm starting to see more chop. At 1,386 feet, it said it was just signal loss. And I said, okay, I'm just going to let it RTH. Because I said that, there's something wrong somewhere. So I said it should RTH. So I'm sitting there waiting. Waited about a minute. Keep in mind, it's only 1,386 feet away. It should only take seconds to come back. Next thing I hear is RTA. What did it say? Home point reset. Please check the map. So it reset the RTH, and this is 1,386 feet away, 280 feet over a body of water. Seconds after it told me it changed the home point, the app crashed. And I'm just going, uh-oh. So I'm thinking, this is a smart controller, and I did not have the regular controller with me for the Mavic Air 2. So I just rebooted the app. The smart controller, it stayed on. So all I had to do was reboot the app and just came back on. But here's the funny part. I got video. I got good video. No telemetry readings. Didn't tell me how high it was. Didn't tell me how far away it was. Nothing. But I could see now. So I pointed it towards me and brought it back. So I got it back, landed it. Yeah, big time pucker factor, Ed. So I said, okay, this has got to be a fluke. I drove 10 miles away to an extremely rural area that I pushed the range on these because there's nobody out there. I'm not going to say how far I go because stuff happens. So I didn't mess with the Mavic 2 Zoom. I knew we're good there. Put the Mavic Air 2 up again. Sent it up to 400 feet. 1,000 feet away, it lost signal. And now I'm looking right at the drone, and it lost signal. So this time I hit RTH, and I hear beep, 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 comes back to me. So I said, okay. And it's right overhead, and I flipped the camera down. I'm looking right at me, and just then the app crashed again. But this time, instead of the app crashing, it took the smart controller with it. It shut the remote controller down. Yeah, it's right above me. So I'm just going, I sure hope it finishes its RTH because this thing is going to land before this thing reboots. But yeah, I let it land. It missed the landing pad by just a few inches, so I was happy with that. But Monday morning, I boxed that thing up and had it ready to go back to Amazon. I said, no, okay, that's just too much thrilling for me. But I'm an idiot. I said, maybe I did something wrong. Because here's the deal. When I said I set it up on Saturday, that included that new update where everybody was having all that trouble, if y'all remember, where they were getting stuck on like 90 or 99%. I didn't have that trouble. Because you know why? I read everybody else's troubles and didn't do whatever they did. I hooked it right up to the computer, went to DJI Assistant, and it was all good. So I said, okay, maybe the damn thing didn't take. So I actually unboxed it, hooked it back up to my computer, and did everything all over again. I mean, I scratched, first of all, I did a factory reset when I put it back in the box. So I did everything all over again. Updated the firmware, rebinded. This time, though, I just rebinded the Mavic Air 2. This is after I'm done. This is 2 hours later on Monday. Brought it out to the backyard, see if it's worked. So I got a lot of trees around my house, but it's no different. It got a little bit more than 1,000 feet away and did the same thing. Lost signal, commenced RTH. It came back to me with no issues this time. But I said, if I could only go 1,000 feet for $800, it's going back. Yeah, that's my tale on the smart controller. Now, I'm not done yet because I'm a real idiot because I'm going to reorder the damn thing again because I want this thing to work. I take that back. There's been a couple people on Facebook. They were in the Mavic Air 2 Facebook group. A couple of them had the same issues. I should have highlighted and copied and pasted or copied them so y'all would know. But there's that. And no point on your antenna. Maybe. I mean, why? These things, it worked fine on the Zoom. It works fine on the regular controller. I'm not sure. what all that means. And I understand you can get a null point, especially in FPV. Yeah, got that right. Hey, Lone Star, I'm sorry, but I was droning on like an idiot and didn't even see you come in, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get another smart controller. I will. And the thing about it is, I'm glad I got it through Amazon because they're good about it. I had my money back 2 days later. Okay, Jim's droning. The only thing that I do know, and I had this experience with my Evo. I bought my Evo at Best Buy. By the way, I bought 3 Evos at Best Buy because it took the third one before it took. And I'm wondering if that controller I got from Amazon wasn't somebody else's return. I mean, I'm not saying it was or wasn't, but it could have been. If Best Buy can do it, why couldn't Amazon? Hey, this thing looks fine. Anybody test it? Nah, it looks okay. Let's send it back out and see what happens. And the bad thing about it is when you do the return for Amazon for the smart controller, can you state the reason why? And it gives you like a line for 50 characters. And I said, oh, God, I could write a book like I just spoke about. So I just said, DJI Fly app crashed. And I put crashed / failed. That's really all I had room for without going into detail. So they're going to see that, and God knows what they're going to do, because you never know who's going to look at this thing and say, well, it looks fine to me, send it back out. There you go, 4i Key. Hey, let me know how that goes, bud, because like I said, I'd like to be able to go live again on my Evo. And that should just be an app update. I don't think it's the drone. But anyways. So what are we at here? Oh God. I have pets. Y'all know I have. Actually, that's another bad thing. I've had not a good time these last 2 or 3 weeks. Just lost a cat of 19 years. Had to put him down on the 6th. But the cat was sick forever. But he kept eating, so my wife kept feeding him. Oh, he's okay. Honey, he's not doing well. So she finally relented and she put him down. But yeah, we love animals, my wife and I. I got 2 dogs, and thank God, we're down to 2 little dogs and 1 cat. Just 1 cat. Okay, I'm happy. I saw this on Facebook. It keeps coming up on my, how Facebook throws advertisements your way. And I thought to myself, this doesn't look like somebody who really, really likes their pet. I mean, it looks like, I guess it's trying to give the impression of them playing with him. Another one would be, yeah, either you're trying to stick your fingers down your throat or his throat, or you're trying to strangle a dog. There's that. I don't know. I don't think that's a real good image for support your pets. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, 19. The good thing about his Panamore, he was a pretty smart cat. He figured out when he was like 10 that he was probably going to live a lot longer if he stayed inside all the time. So that's about what he did. And I appreciate that, four-eyed canine. But between you, me, and the wall, I love my animals. But man, I tell you what, 2 years ago, we had 3 cats and 5 dogs. I want to travel, You can't travel when you got a shit ton of animals to board. The dogs alone, I know we checked with our kennel. For just 1 week, the dogs alone would have been $800. I'm just going, no. Okay. This is just, I looked at this. Some good stuff comes across from Facebook. I'm just going to put this up there, and I'm not going to say nothing. That is the coolest, if it's real, costume I've ever seen. It doesn't take much to make me giggle. Oh, I debated on showing this. This is just stupid. But I'll show it anyway. And y'all are going to have to read. I know I'm asking a lot of y'all because it involves reading now. Y'all may have seen this. Like I said, it doesn't take much to make me happy or make me smile. So there's that. What else we got? I think that's it, man. I covered every. Oh, wait a minute. No, I missed one. Okay, I put this list together a couple of days ago, so I better refresh myself on this one before I put it up. And it's going to be YouTube related, and it does involve drones. But if I remember right, let me make sure I got this right because this was really kind of unique. Let me see there. Oh, crap. It's not coming up. I put in the URL, and I knew it didn't look right. And I know I'll bet you I can't find this thing again. Okay, at first you don't succeed, shorten the URL. Cheesy peasy, that thing is way too long. And let's see what it does with that. Nope. Oh, damn, this sucks. Let me go back to my notes, people. Just hang on a second. Gary P. Hayes. I wonder if I can look him up by his channel name. And I wouldn't be wasting so much time on this, but certain things catch my attention. I was thinking, man, that'd be cool to share. Oh yeah, this is it. And I did subscribe to him. I got to find. Oh yes, I've got to show y'all this. This is awesome. Let me bring this up. Okay, I want to be able to do an audio on this because y'all need to hear this. First, let me stop this. Let me do a share screen and share audio. And I got to keep quiet because I know if I start talking, it's going to echo. Can y'all hear this? Because if you can't hear it, I'm wasting my time. Just wait. And no, I'm not going 18 minutes and 27 seconds on this thing. Yeah. I think I blew it. This is nice, but this is not the one. Hang on a second. Okay, that's not the one. It was close to it. He's in the same area. But I need to find the right one, because let me go to his channel, because it'll show what I've seen of his. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, yeah, this one's only, I thought 18 minutes was long. This one's only 10 minutes. It's the same setup. Let me get it lined up, because I don't want to waste a bunch of y'all's time. Okay. The hook of this guy is, besides playing this instrument, he's flying a drone. Not at the same time. How low can you go? Hey, Mike Reynolds. In this shot here, though, you can actually see him using the controller. He puts down, see, he's got the controller in his hand. Just, you know, he's not doing everything at the same time. He's flying his drone and playing this, but I'd be scared shitless just getting where he is. But yeah, that's, let me stop this here. That was kind of impressive to me. You know, he's obviously a musician. He likes to fly drones, and man, what a place to make a video and fly a drone. But hey, man, thank you, Mike Reynolds. I really do appreciate that. In fact, let me see. Of course, I shut the tab down. The name was Gary P. Hayes. I guess I should give him a little bit of a kick here. Yeah. So one good thing about YouTube searches, if you've searched once, it'll bring you right back to whatever you searched for. Yeah, that video that I was showing y'all, the second one, the right one, he only put that up 3 days ago. Let me bring it up so I can put in the link in case y'all want to look at the whole thing.
My meal kit delivery, I chose the vegetarian box, and the meals that I received were...
And there's his link. And I just want to give y'all his name because I had a hard time finding it at first. Steve Carpenter. Come on in, bud. You're welcome in if you want to. Go climb some rocks. Yeah, right. Back in the day, maybe. Just got to do a little bit of maintenance here, people. But anyways, yeah. Okay. I had at one time 8 tabs open. I just said, oh man, I'm going to crash my computer if I ain't careful. Steve, get your butt in here. And I ain't taking no for an answer because your pizza is at least another hour or 2 away. I need a reload. Damn, it's after 5 already. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's my phone going off. Watch it be spam. Yep. Gotta hate that. Don't get many calls, and more than half of them are spam. Gotta love it. Just got home to the home office. Email is starting up now, BMAC. Okay, Steve. But yeah. Damn, too much foam. Sorry about that, people. That probably hurt. It is officially 5 o'clock here now, so I can have my second beer. My pup in 14 puppies. Okay, I'm going to need a translation on that, Jim's droning. My pup in 14. No, my pup 14. Oh, okay, I get it. She's 14 years old and she's on meds. Yeah, we had a cat one time that was diabetic. That was fun. Twice a day shots. You had to get his urine at least once a day to give him the shot because you had to measure the shot by whatever his urine is. That was fun. Morning, Steve.
Hey, good afternoon, sir.
How's it going, bud?
Good. Yeah, I can understand about injections. I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep. 48 years this year it will be on the 13th.
Well, Steve, good one on you because I've known too many good friends who more or less just, they gave up. You know, it just bummed me out so bad. It's like, why?
It is. There's so many easy ways to control it now back compared to like when I came down with it. And I have a friend of mine that he came down. Roger's almost 8 years older than I am. And he was 10 years old when he came down with it. I came down with it when I was in the service. So that's why they discharged me. But what we're able to do today, it's unbelievable, you know?
Yeah.
The control is unbelievable. I mean, I've got a regular meter. This is just a backup meter that's used for checking your blood, but I have what they call a CGM. So I'm wearing it, and every 10 days I replace the implant, and it's radio to either your phone or to the meter.
I've heard of them.
Every 5 minutes, it's telling you what your body sugar level is. It's not your blood sugar because it's not technically, exactly picking up the blood. It's in the fluid in your body. and all it is just it is just minuscule how small the leaf is, and it's the thickness of a piece of hair. So what it does is when you implant it, a needle goes in, and then you just pull it off, and it just enough to the needle sits in there, and then it sticks to your skin. You snap a transmitter on, and like I say, 24 hours a day, every 5 minutes, it just keeps updating.
Yeah, I've heard of those. You know, I'm type 2 diabetic like 53 million other people because we eat too much,
Right.
or have eaten too much, or eat the wrong things for too long.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had it under control now mostly for the last year. And every time I ask the doctor, he goes, well, you're still kind of borderline.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, come on, dude.
Well, you know, it's
be able to eat
the way of learning.
Yeah.
It's the food we eat too. I mean, my wife, they're talking to her that she's going to have to start watching it more because she could be borderline. And it's like pizza. Okay, like we have pizza on Friday night. I have one piece. I mainly have a salad and I'll have wings. So as my diet, I try to stay mainly prone towards protein.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I tried this cereal she had today, and like, oh my Lord, my blood sugar like went through the roof, even though I compensate because I carb count. In other words, however much carbohydrates you take the equivalent for the insulin you need. But man, it's way off compared to what they're telling me it should have been.
I mean, I've been able to control my type 2 diabetes with just metformin and dieting. You know, I do. I'm a lot more conscious now. The doctor told me, yeah, you got to watch your sugars, but your biggest problem is carbs. So I really cut back on the carbs. You mentioned pizza. Okay, so with pizza, instead of 5 slices, I'm down to 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know a way around that.
I'll have
Brian?
the next day.
No. Don't get regular crust. Get thin crust.
Oh, I do that. Yeah.
Oh, because you're eating typically half to a third less than some of these real thick, pies, how they come out, and just eat the thin crust.
I have been fortunate enough to find 2 good New York style pizzerias really close to where I live. And New York pizza is, I mean, you can almost see through it. It's so thin sometimes.
Wow.
So, I mean,
I've never had that. I've had a Chicago style, like there's a place called that's real famous, Gino's East, and it's the pan,
we had pan
pizza, and it's stuffed.
Yep.
And the place we go to, I've been going there for probably 35, 40 years to this place. They make the stuffed pizza. So the pan height that they bake the pizza in, it goes in a pan, and the pan height is the size of like a cake pan.
Yep.
But dang, is it good.
Oh, I know. Gino's was here in Houston for about 5 or 6 years, and they rolled it up just recently. There's just too much competition here with I mean, there's just tons of restaurants in Houston. And the biggest industry here besides oil, I think, is restaurants.
Uh-huh.
Everybody eats out, or at least everybody used to eat out. Things have changed since COVID.
Well, they slowed down at first, but at least like at the pizza parlor, they could ship it to go so they could keep operating versus a regular restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
they did open.
Pizza places can survive on takeout. A regular restaurant, maybe not so much because, you're thinking about your wait staff and being able to support them. And a lot of them can't now.
Correct. Exactly. And they've opened back up actually for dine-in at the pizza parlor. I was talking with the guy yesterday, and he says, "Yeah, we're open back up." So we'll see we'll find out how many days that's going to hang on for until the new reports of how many people came down with it come out.
It's fax me a slice. It's like that old John who's that? Williams song. Fax me a beer.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you're talking about that. That's the one thing, because the doctor, it was 6 years ago when I found out I was diabetic. And that just rocked my world. I said, you got to be shit. Now I got to watch what I eat. God damn it. I wasn't planning on doing this till I was like 65. And I was like 54 then. But he said, I'm not going to tell you what to eat. Just quit eating out. And I said, oh, that helps. So I actually went online and did a bunch of research. And a good site said if it's a carb problem you're trying to work with, this is how it works. Potatoes are your worst enemy, followed by rice, followed by pasta, followed by bread. You can, eat, if at all possible, do not eat potatoes. And if you do, eat red potatoes. So I've really cut the potato. I haven't had an order. I have an order of French fries maybe once a year versus like 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, I'll have it. And see, that's the benefit of being a type 1 diabetic. I can compensate for what I'm eating where you can't. You're having to balance it strictly out through the day by taking medication that you've got to balance the loops and bounds through the day to where when I eat, I carb count. Now, you know what else is really good? Well, rice is the worst, actually.
Yeah.
Don't let them kid you. Rice will spike your sugar, bam.
My biggest treat, because I knew it was bad for me, was once a month. This is when I was working. I would go to my favorite Chinese takeout and just order a box of their special fried rice, the quart size box, and I just, oh, lunch. Oh, good. Oh, to be Chinese. This is so good.
Oh. Hey, do you guys have Trader Joe's?
Yes, we do.
You know what? I will send you some snapshots of the labels of the rice I use. And it is got a high level of fiber in it because it's a blend. It's not just rice. It's a blend. So it's kind of like brown rice. It's not white rice. It's brown rice with other grains in it. And when it brings it down, its serving is about half of what a normal rice is.
Well, the good thing about it is my wife took a long time to adjust, but she really has she got a rice cooker and she does brown rice mostly. And she's really made it to where I can't tell the difference anymore.
Wild rice is even better if you like wild rice.
I love wild rice. Yeah. I like it with seafood, especially. Thank you, Michael Reynolds.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that. But, when I first started the chat, was this about almost 2 hours ago, I said, oh, God, what do I do now? Because this has never happened before. Somebody, I hear and I said, okay, somebody's coming in. And it was just a picture looking outside of the inside of a car. And it all said was Big Al. And I'm just going, oh, God, what do I do? And I'm thinking, maybe Al Diaz, because I know he's got an invite. So I said, okay, I'll just take a chance here and I'll just rip him out of here if it's bullshit. It was fucking Ken Dono and Billy Kyle.
Oh, no. How cool is that?
They were sitting in a car together, and I'm just going, what are y'all doing? A drug deal there or something? Oh, man, it just freaked me out because I didn't know it. I'm just going, oh, God, I was hoping this day would never come.
And with those two, you got to be real careful, especially with Ken. Yeah, I saw the tweets that were going out earlier today from both of them. Yeah.
He's up there in Philly visiting with Philly Drone and everything, and they're having a good old time. I'm glad for them, too.
Yeah.
At least the weather's good. The weather here, man, that's another thing. Yeah, here we go. Here's the subject. It's the subject.
Yeah.
No.
It's going to skate by you at least.
This, for the last, I want to say 10 days up until yesterday, the weather here has been Southern California perfect. Almost. Got a little bit of humidity. Full sun, no clouds, high of 82 most days, low of 58 in the morning.
Wow.
And I'm just going, why am I not flying my drone? Oh, I know why I'm not flying my drone. Because I went to the park a week ago and blew my knee out. I couldn't walk for 4 days. Yeah.
What did you do?
Just my knee has been bothering me for the longest time, and I'm walking in the park. I got about 100 yards in, and I just went down. I almost went straight onto my chin. I went down that hard.
Holy mackerels!
Luckily, the maintenance guys there saw me go down. loaded, helped me get back up, put me in the golf cart, brought me back to the truck, and I said, okay, I'm done for the day. So I went home and ice packed and everything. And like I said, I've been expecting this.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay, I'm going to call up my joint people because my wife has had both her knees replaced. And I've had carpal tunnel done with them, so I know what the drill is. So, okay, so when can y'all see me for this? Well, first it's 21 questions. Are you working right now? No. Is this work related? No. Is this affecting your mobility? I said, well, yeah, I'm not able to do everything I need to do, but you're not working. No. Where is this going? Okay, so we can see you on maybe the 30th of October or the 1st of November. In other words, because it's not a real priority and because they're so swamped and that they can't take the volume of patients that they could, I'm at the back of the line now. Yeah.
Take a number and get in line.
I missed all those good weather days because I can barely get out of the chair most days right now.
Oh, in fact, man.
Well, no, it's gotten better. I actually, on Tuesday, I went for a walk. Today, I went for a walk. I took the slower pace. I didn't go try to bust out 3 miles. I did like 1.8 miles or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, and I'm wearing a support brace for it.
Right. I was going to ask you that.
And I'm just going, God, it sucks getting old. It just does.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm just thinking, right at the beginning of all this good weather when I should be taking my drone out and there's nothing. 10 days of nothing. That's why y'all ain't seeing nothing on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
And I got stuff. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. Because I do have some stuff.
You got a lot of backlog. I know we've talked. And
I've got an episode.
Terabytes.
I've got an episode of me and Fred ready to go for 20-25 minutes. But I'm just sitting on that because I'm not sure if I want to do that because there's actually so much for a third one.
Uh-huh.
But some good stuff was in the first one. I said, yeah, you can't use that in the third one. That would look stupid. So I'm kind of sitting on that one. Plus, I did a commercial, a paid commercial. And this was for a bar here in Houston that got shut down back in June. And I did a promo for them for their Jeep night thing. And I did three. I gave them 3 different versions on a hard thumb drive.
Right.
But I told them, I said, look, I'm going to put one of these up on my channel. And that's fine. It's more advertising for us. So that's sitting there. And it's good, too. I think it's pretty damn good. Hey, James Simpson, I have not seen you in forever, dude. Welcome in, bud.
Yeah. And Tomas O'Sullivan's here, too.
Yeah, Tomas has been in here. Maybe not. No, Tomas, I haven't said hello to you either, bud. Damn, I am just... There was another thing, too. Because of an incident that some of us know about that happened a few days ago, I've been going through all my old live streams looking for things that I might have said. And what I've noticed, I took 2 days and went through 26 hours of my own live streams.
That's not a good promotion for your channel.
Yeah, how y'all put up this is beyond me. But yeah, what I noticed is you miss so much in these chats whenever other people are in there. That's why I'm really trying to concentrate a lot more on these chats. Whereas before I would go over here and look at YouTube, I'm trying to just concentrate on you, Steve, for say, and the chat right here in front of me, rather than going back and forth and trying to talk and everything else. Because there were so many people I didn't make a moderator. I said, God damn, I really suck.
Well, I heard the part because I was listening on the way coming home, and I heard the part saying, yeah, it's been 3 weeks since you've been on. I'm going, yeah, because I was surprised when I did get the notification because I was over in Laguna Niguel and at the project I'm working on. And I was listening to it and I'm sitting there going, it's been 3 weeks. I'm sitting there going, has it really been that long? Because I haven't been on much. I've been so doggone busy.
I know. I haven't seen you much of anywhere either. And I feel
I was on for just a bit. I was on to cut the last part of Mitch's stream, and then I listened to Ken's show last night because our good friend Chris Hope was the guest last night.
Oh, Chris Hope was in there, and I mentioned
Yeah,
that.
I saw him.
Yeah, I compliment him on that. I think that was awesome of Ken.
Yeah.
But Chris Hope is a big FPV guy, so that's how that works.
Yeah. He's now one of the dark siders.
Yeah, that's okay. Because I am a little bit too. I've had my Tiny Hawk for a while, and I pull it out at least once or twice a week. In fact, I was pulling out a lot more last week because I couldn't go anywhere. And I love playing with that thing, but unfortunately for me, I don't know. I just kind of look at it as a toy. It's just, it's just that. And I'm sure if I got spent the more money and went digital, I'd get into it a lot better. But I noticed with this Tiny Hawk, I love taking it out my front yard because it's like an obstacle course. Lots of trees. I cannot tell you how many times I've already planted it in these trees. I've got a 30-foot gopher pole though, so I've got a good way to get them down. I just love playing with them, man. It's just a hoot. But I cannot imagine dropping, I don't know, $800 on a digital quad, a 5 or a 6, and then just launching it into the tree and then trying to knock it down with that gopher pole.
Well, did you see that? Did you see that clown that Ken played on the show last night, where he purposely tried to crash his Mavic 2?
No.
Yeah, the guy purposely was trying to crash it into trees and bushes and everything else.
Did he leave the sensors on? I mean, you can do it.
I don't know, but I wasn't listening to the audio at that point. I just saw it and I'm going, you got to be kidding me. $1,500 drone and you're purposely crashing it?
You can turn the sensors off and you can crash it if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it? Was it Billy Kyle? I'm thinking Billy Kyle. Could be wrong. Billy Kyle took a Mavic Air 1 and ran it into a tree, and it dusted it off, put it right back in the air.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I remember that.
That was about 2 or 3 years, 2 years ago at least.
Yeah. Probably closer to about 3.
But yeah. So
what's new in the world besides having to go in now for possible surgery? I'm sorry to hear that, but
no, I mean, that's just it. They're going to look at it, and I know the bullshit they're going to pull on me. Well, we need to do the orthoscopic surgery. And I did find out from someone in Jim's chat on Tuesday night when I mentioned this. Was it Tuesday night? I don't know. That is part of the procedure. You cannot get a knee replacement until they do the orthoscopic surgery, which sucks. I mean, okay, so they're going to suck up little bits of cartilage that are floating around in there. Big deal. It's going to happen again. Like I said, my wife has had both her knees replaced. She had to go through the same shit. I really didn't want to. Just give me the titanium and let me get on with my life. But it seems that they're not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, they're always trying to get away as cheap as possible.
No, it's not as cheap as possible. They're going to milk the insurance too. I got good insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. What is this for? We need a drone drama. Now, don't start me on the drama because there's plenty of that going on.
Why? What's happened? I'm out of the scene.
Yeah,
you mentioned something went on a few days ago.
I mean, there's plenty going on with me and Philly. And we'll work that out eventually. But I confronted him on it on Ken's show 2 weeks ago, and I got my answer. And now I know why I'm blocked from the channel. So that was good.
Well, that was good because he never called me back. He says, I'll talk with you. And he never did call me back.
Well, anybody wants to go see that, go to Ken's Wednesday Drones and Brews thing to the 2 hour and 10-minute mark, and you will see what I'm talking about because I'm not going to sit through that again.
Yeah.
But at least, like I said, he let me know why I'm banned from the channel, which I'm still going, why am I banned from the channel? Because I have no clue as to what he's talking about. I really don't. And here's the other thing I did. Like I said, I spent 2 days going through 26 hours of my stuff. But then it was Adrian, one of the guys on Adrian's show the other night said, Brian, he said his show I said, oh shit, he did say that. So now the past 2 days, I've been going through his stuff. I was thinking, where I must have said something to piss him off. I can't find nothing. But one thing, when he blocked me from his channel, all my posts are gone.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to find out.
I got him talking to Ron Brown back in July.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were just talking about me. You know, it was nothing bad. So, okay, whatever happened after that, I'm guessing. So I really have nothing to go on. I really don't. He said I went on a 10-minute rant and basically put his channel down, put him down. And I was just a shithead because I was jealous of him, which to me made zero sense. I would have remembered something like that. So I'm not quite sure what he's talking about, but I know he's been in here because you know how I know? Ever since that happened on all my videos now, which has never happened before, I've got at least one thumbs down, which I'm glad about because I was going like, is there anybody out here that does not know how to put a thumbs down on my stuff?
Oh, here, I'll fix that for you. There you go.
Everybody in the chat now is probably going to hit a thumb. Yeah, there it goes. You know, but that's the other thing. I really have always credited Philly for getting me comfortable in front of this right here. You know, he really did. He helped me out in the beginning, him and a couple of other people. And I don't know why he says I would be jealous. And I don't know what reference he's using, but I wish we could have a one-on-one and talk about it, but I don't know. I'm avoiding his channel like the plague. You know, he supposedly took me down from the ban list, but I'm not going near his channel. You know, just have a good life, bud. You know,
Yeah.
and I see him up there having a good time with Ken, and I really feel good for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like seeing the guy happy. He's funny when he's happy, if nothing else.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, and especially there's no way you're going to know because if he's got you done, that means your comments are all gone.
Yeah. Well, supposedly he put me back, but it didn't. Either he didn't or it didn't fix it. So, like I said, I went through all his stuff and I couldn't find anything. And who is he for IT is we're talking about Mikey of Philly Drone. And like I said, I'm not quite sure what the issue was there because I was banned from his channel for several months. And I finally got a chance to confront him on Original Dobo's channel. And he pretty much lit up. But
he can go out on a roll if you get Mikey lit up.
And he
look out.
He did. Like I said, the 2 hour and 10-minute mark, it's a bookmark. In fact, I might go back there and do a screen capture and run that on my channel. I think that's a great promo. I can just edit it a little bit, you know, edit out the parts where he's talking to Ken or whatever and just get the good parts that Mikey's talking about. That would be awesome.
Bob's comment, watching the weather live stream, almost 6,000 views. Maybe the drone should mention weather.
There you go. Hey, okay, there we go. We can do that. Okay, guys.
Segue right into it for you.
I am 6 hours from New Orleans. We're under so much stress and pressure here, but we're going to get this. We're going to get through this. Okay, we're going to do this. You know, here at the Weather Channel.
Here, BMAX weather.
Yeah. Speaking of weather, see, now, there you go. Because I shouldn't even promo this, but it was funny. Before Philly and I had our little thing on Ken's show, Ken was just, you could see Ken had never met Philly before this. And
really?
Billy Kyle was on there, said, you must have told Ken, get him on here. So Billy Kyle was on there. And they brought Philly in, and this is like a half hour before he could talk to me. And you've got to, if nothing else, you've got to watch the face of Ken watching Philly because it's like he wouldn't say nothing. Ken wouldn't say nothing. And Ken can talk. Ken was drinking. Ken shut up for a good hour.
No, not if he was drinking.
It wasn't an hour, but he was like, because I know his finger was probably on the button. Should I pull this guy or not? But anyway, it worked out good though, because he gave Philly a thing for doing like a slot, you know. He did, and Philly came in this. He did the weather. Y'all need to check it. It's funny, you know.
Oh, okay.
Whatever hard feelings I think there is, the guy is still funny.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
I mean, I don't know who did the graphics, if it was Ken, because I don't think it was Philly. I don't think he's that into, but he showed Mike in the water during a hurricane or something. It was hysterical.
Oh man. That's funny. Yeah, I was going to say, Ken not talking for that length of time. I've been around Ken several times.
And Philip, thanks for putting up that link to Philly's channel, man, because I can't go there anymore. But that's okay. You know, the funny thing about it is when it comes to Philly, I really haven't watched him that much. In fact, the only time I ever really caught a show in the last several months is because he's on Tuesday night and Jim does his thing on Tuesday night. And I'm always back and forth between the two. Because Jim really has some good, and by the way, I'm talking about Above and Beyond Drones. Jim has some really good tech content. If you want to learn stuff about drones, go ahead and tune in to Jim's stream. It's Tuesday night, usually starts around 7, goes till whenever everybody's done pissing each other off.
Yeah.
Which is usually around 10 or 11. And it's fun. But at the same time, Philly runs his show with Ron Brown. So I've got a habit of coming up here to my control room, and here's Philly on this screen, and I got Jim on this screen. And, you know, it got me to thinking, did I put something in Jim's stream? Because we always joke around, and we cut each other out. Did I put something bad that was meant for Jim's stream into Philly's? It's a possibility.
Could be.
It could be. The trouble is I can't find out now. So I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of the it's the problems and the trials and tribulations of living in our electronic media world.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and other people that have YouTube channels that have taken them off the air.
Al Diaz, of all people, who I like very much, said that he took down his channel for a good long while. He just started from scratch.
Well, what you can do is you can just put it on private. And I know this other channel did that because on a new channel that he has up and going now, you're seeing the same videos again.
Yeah. What's this, Agent Cam? It's so hard. I'm on my 2.5 beer and I'm trying to read, and this is awful. Now I have to try to make sense of, because Steve is talking to me here. Now I got to read on the previous week's stream. That link is 2 hours. Okay, I got it. Now, and he put math in there, 2 hours. Oh, wait, I said that, didn't I? Damn it.
Yeah.
2 hours and 10 minutes. Let's see. Now I'm just checking the other grounds here. Oh, that son of a gun. I'm going to have to rib Ron a new one. He's on with Canadian Drone Hub. I like Ron Elliott. He's funny. He's been in the chat here with me a couple times.
Uh-huh.
But and he's always wearing those Hawaiian shirts. Oh, damn it, too. Damn it. On Facebook. I don't know if it was because I was talking about Hawaiian shirts or whatever. You know how Facebook markets to you?
Mm-hmm.
They marketed to me this laser print Hawaiian shirt that was made out for like fantasy stuff that I'm into, and it just had dragons, and it was just the coolest freaking. It was mostly black, but it had all these laser printed images, and I'm just going, gotta have it. So I ordered it, Okay, it's $39. Okay, well, okay. So I ordered my size. Where does this thing come up? China. Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay, it's $30, $40. Click. Ordered it. 3.5 weeks later, it comes in, and a 3X in China must be a very, very little person because I'm so pissed. I couldn't get the buttons across.
Oh, you're
And
kidding.
I'm going to end up giving it to my wife's son. He's a large, and it looks like more like a large, and it is the coolest freaking shirt I ever saw. It
Oh
was,
my gosh.
and I got it, and I'm just going, oh, this is great, and it didn't fit. Oh, damn.
That's disappointing, especially after waiting all that time.
Lesson learned: don't don't order from Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
this?
even Teesprings, you can wait, that long with some orders from some, places because it just depends on the run order they're in.
Yeah.
Because I know I ordered those, the masks that Sean Oz put up, the one of his I Survive 2020, the toilet paper logo one that he has. I ordered a bunch of those to give as gifts to friends to get it. From when I placed my order, and I knew it was getting to the end that they were going to start making the run, Sean put it out there that day when I said, well, why didn't you do a toilet paper one? He goes, you want one? I said, yeah, I'll buy several of them. So he made it up. I put the order in 4 days. It was here.
Damn.
I was stunned. I've never received anything from Teesprings that quick.
Yeah, because I ordered a shirt from Sean Oz, and I still, man, I wore it to one of these streams, and it's a cool shirt too. I like that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it took a long time to get here. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, it's like a couple weeks usually for a run because what they do is they wait till they get enough orders and then they run a batch.
Yeah, it looks like I guess Jim would come in, but he's wrestling with his water heater, which if it's like everybody else's water heater, it's in the garage. It's probably only a few feet from his computer. He was telling me about this the other night too. He's having problems with it.
Oh no. Electric water heaters trying to kill me. Did you turn it off, Jim?
Well, it's like I was telling him, I had to get into the habit because I was replacing mine every 5 or 6 years. We have hard water here, and you get those sediment in there and build up. So whenever something would fire up the water heater, it sounded like bombs, little bitty bombs going up.
Mm-hmm.
I was going, what is that? And then the guy at the hardware said, that's sediment. You need to get that out of there. I said, how? He said, well, you can get the smaller chunks out by just draining it.
Yeah.
So I did that. And, well, how do you get the bigger chunks out? He goes, refill it up. And what they'll do is they'll break down and you got to do it again after about a week or so. So I've been actually able to keep mine pretty clear. I was going through them every 5 or 6 years. I've had this one now for 12 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing something right.
Well, you know what helped a lot for us because we have the same thing here. We have real hard water. And one thing I've always had is my uncle was into magnetics. And what they did is they made these magnets for putting on water and fuel filter systems. And what it does is by positively charging the minerals with the magnets going through, what it does is it keeps them in suspension and it doesn't let them attack the unit. We had a water heater here. This is going back many years ago. And I put it on and they tell you, if you got an older home, make sure you take your filters off and everything, especially if you got galvanized pipe. Be very careful because it can break everything loose and end up having, spring leaks.
Well, your house, yeah.
Well, I had copper and I ended up after a period of time, I think that's the reason why, because the copper was this cheap grade copper that the house was wired with, piped with. Well, when I had it in there, I had it run for about a month and a half. I did what, your person told you to do, drain it out. All this stuff came out. It looked like rice pudding.
Yep.
Came flooding out, but it was soft, mushy.
Yeah.
And I cleaned it again. Never had a buildup in it. In fact, what they were using them for, they did it. He lived in Minnesota, up by the Twin Cities, and he went to several big companies there, high rises, where everything's on boilers. They said, if you'll let us test this, we'll pay for the decalcification that they had to do twice a year. We'll pay for it, and we'll pay for the inspection in 6 months. So they said, okay, you're going to do that? That's a win-win situation for us.
Yeah.
They put it on. When it went through for the inspection, all they did is scoop out like this rice pudding stuff. Not a bit of buildup in the inside of the boiler by putting those magnets on.
Yeah, I've just been able to avoid all kind of trouble though by doing that once a year. Unless I start hearing a lot of noise, and I'll do it again. But most times it's been working for me.
Yeah, well, that's good. I know because we've got a gas, Instahot, not a tankless water heater, and that's one of the things they tell you to put on it because you've got all the copper small coils that are in those units in order to fire it. And boy, I'll tell you what, they tell you to flush it. What you do, you just buy a set of washing machine hoses, and then I've got a submersible pump. I put it into a Home Depot bucket, put it full of vinegar, and you run it backwards, and that'll help break it down. I've done that twice since we've had it in here since 2018. Nothing comes out, no discoloration, no nothing like it used to. Damn. Because of the filter that I have in front of it.
Sounds like backwashing the pool.
Yeah, in essence.
Dude, like I said, I have not flown much, but to that end, I said, "Oh man, I got to do something. I got to burn these batteries up." So a few nights ago, I said, "I'll just launch it from the backyard. I haven't done this in ages." So I launched the Mavic Air 2 and I sent it a good ways out. Just brought it back around, and there's nothing to see here. But the trees are so tall. All it is rooftops, and sometimes you'll see a pool. Till you come back to my house, and my pool is the only green pool in the entire neighborhood. I am just so freaking pissed at being lazy at myself for the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's like, God, what else is going to go wrong?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't see above where Jim put in there. It says, what do you do when you have an 1.5 inch socket on a 1/2 inch breaker bar?
Oh yeah,
and it won't break the healing element loose.
Yeah, and like I said, the only thing I would do, honestly, is hit it with liquid wrench, stand back for about 2 minutes, and do it again. Because liquid wrench, it'll get just about anything loose if you give it the time. They say WD-40 can do it too, and it can. But the only thing I don't like about WD-40 that I found is it displaces water.
Yeah, it does.
Which can be a bad thing. You want lube in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the liquid wrench, I would let it sit longer than just a couple minutes. I'd let it sit for at least 10, 15 minutes and then go back and do it again like you did a second time and let it sit. I've
usually been able to get away with 2 minutes. Of course, I'll strong arm anything until it breaks.
Yeah. That reminds me of an old military Jeep I used to have. We were trying to take the outside axle off. I know it was a 43 Willys Jeep that I had.
Damn, dude.
And
it's an original.
It was. There was 47 coats of paint on that thing because we took it all the way back down to bare metal, sandblasted it. Every time we would go by, it would change color. So we started taking pictures as we would go to see how much.
I was going to say, layers you can measure that much paint.
So we took it down to it, and I'm one that I've got a 4-wheel drive. It's a crew cab, and even people are doing goes, what are you doing with this brand new truck out on a dirt road? I bought it to use it. And when we had it out there, we used to take it out to what they call the Anza Borrego desert out by the Salton Sea here for off-roading. Well, there was only 2 colors. The main Jeep was Rust-Oleum brown, and the roll cage was Rust-Oleum black. And in the inside of the glove box that could not open up all the way because we put a support bar across to support the custom roll cage I had put in it. I made it so the cans could drop in there and you could reach in to get the cans out. And I just carried 2 cans, one Rust-Oleum red, one was Rust-Oleum black. Always could touch up the paint in a blink of an eye.
Yep.
But the socket, I snapped I snapped the breaker bar on a 2.5-inch socket, trying to take out the hub, and I took it back. It was a Craftsman, and he goes, all I want to know is how you did it. I'm going to replace it. He goes, I want to know how you did it. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't. It was a 2.5-inch combo, closed open wrench. He says, I just want to know how you ended it. I said, well, when you slide a 2.5 feet of galvanized rigid conduit that's 10 foot long over the end of it in order to give you extra leverage to break it off, that's how we did it. And he goes, damn, I've never seen anything like this before.
And that's what I miss. I was really bummed when Lowe's bought out Craftsman. Yeah, that's the only, and I'm just wondering, do they still have the same warranty?
They have the warranty, but the quality is nowhere near as good.
And that's what I was afraid of. I've still got a shit ton of Craftsman tools, and hopefully they'll follow me to the grave. Because man, I'd be bummed if I have to give up for anything else.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Legwork.
Leggy work, man. I haven't seen that guy in here in ever. It's been months. How's it going, bud? Glad you popped in. But anyway, I'm about to end this thing.
The dogs are going to be coming up.
No, it's not the dogs. My wife has been on me. Goes because I've been
the green pool.
That too. Because I've been housebound though for almost 2 weeks. This thing with me sitting up here sounding like I'm having a good time with the fellas, that's not going over well with her anymore.
No. You're supposed to be feeling miserable like I was when it happened to me.
Yeah. Leggy work, what do you do?
Been very busy since the end of lockdown. So they opened you up. Well, that's good news.
James is still in here. I think I visited his channel just recently. It's another thing, too, man. One of the things that's so cool about going back and looking at this, I would love to know, of all the people that host a live stream, do y'all ever go back and look at what you've done? Mm-hmm. Because it is really neat to see who comes in. And it's like, man, I need to go back and visit their channel. What the hell am I doing here? It is Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast Drones.
Yeah.
I was in his chat a couple weeks ago because he was actually following part of my format about doing channel shout outs. He did like 2 hours of nothing but channel shout outs, which was cool, I thought.
He does it once a month now.
Does he? Is he doing it? Okay.
But he has done it for quite a while.
He mentioned something that he's got, I think, 8,000 people that he is subscribed to. Mm-hmm. And he goes, if you think I'm going to keep up with any of y'all, I'm sorry to tell you right now, it ain't going to happen. He goes, I'll see what I see when I can see it, but no. Yeah. And it got me to thinking, we were talking about that on Jim's show the other night, because I mentioned that I've been stagnant on my channel. Because I hate to say it, but once I hit 500, it's like, yeah, I'm good with that. Because, and I'm not sure, but I think it was Ken Dono that told me a fairly easy way, not easy because it does involve a lot of work, to get about anywhere from 15 to maybe 30 subs a week. And I followed it for a good 6 or 8 months, and he was right. It works, but you have to work at it.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to say, gee, Brian, what the hell is it? You're about to end the show. You're not going to tune in 2 weeks. And I will let you.
2 weeks. I was thinking that exactly when you started going. I go, boy, what a part to leave it.
Oh man, that would be a great way to end this one. Tune in in 2 weeks. Don't forget.
There you go.
116. You had a lot. James, you had a lot less than that. I remember when I started tracking you, bud. So here's what I'm going to tell y'all, and this has worked for me, but it takes a lot of work. You got to be ready to spend some serious hours in front of your computer. And I do mean a computer. I mean, you can do it on a phone, but it's pretty hard. What I do when I decide, okay, let's bump up the subscriber count, is I will go into somebody, no, I don't want to say famous, but somebody who has a shit ton of subs, and I'm talking 20, 30, 40, 150,000 subs. Click on one of their videos and go through their chats. Not the chats, go through their comments. And in those comments, pick out the ones that look like they have something to do with drones, and go to their channel, pick a video, like it, comment on it, and subscribe to them. If you do that 5 times, you're bound to get at least 1 or maybe 2 subs back out of 5 tries. And that formula has more than worked for me, because I'm actually at a 2-to-1 ratio so far. And I keep saying Ken. I'm not even sure it was Ken that told me this. It could have been, because I was sitting next to Ed Ricker. It could have been Ed Ricker. I don't know. But he said what's going to happen is when you do get over 1,000 subs, if YouTube doesn't promote you because you're in a niche thing like drones are, you're going to start, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you're going to start hitting that ratio of 5 to 1. And it's going to be very frustrating, because they've changed the algorithm so much that you have to actually spend time on that person's channel, looking at their video, giving it a like, giving it a comment, subscribing. In other words, you can't make it look like it's a temporary thing, because YouTube is going to pick up on an algorithm and see, okay, drone here, drone here, drone here. Oh, bullshit. We're just going to delete all these subs. And I saw that today on Facebook. Somebody came in here earlier and said that I need to back up, because that was an important thing. Let me see if I can find it. They had 73 subs yesterday. Now they have 0. YouTube screwed them that bad. And I saw another one. I saw another one on YouTube, or not Facebook, where and unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Facebook has a bunch of not YouTube. Yeah, they are YouTube. Drone videos sub for sub. In other words, you go sub them, they sub you, and everybody.
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah. Trouble is, YouTube has gotten wise to that. And I've told them, I said, look, you want to do this, the way you got to do, you have to spend time on that person's channel. There you go, Philip. There you go. Appreciate that, bud. But if y'all want to build your subs, that is what has worked for me. And one of these days, when I feel like not being so lazy, it'd take me 2 or 3 months, but I can probably kick it to 1,000. But it's like, I don't have, I don't want to say a desire, because I really do like hanging out with y'all on YouTube. It's fun. And like I told Jim, I said, this is better than going to a bar and hanging out and getting stupid and maybe getting into a fight. But it's fun hanging out on YouTube. But if you want to make money, that may be what you want to do with it. But at the same time, I don't want to make money. I'm retired. I got a pretty decent income. So, I can go out and buy a drone tomorrow if I want to. But at the same time, I'm too cheap and I won't commit to FPV. So, there's that. But, it's just a matter of how you want to work it.
Well, to go back to the previous thing, I don't mean to say just up, but real quick, Legworth is saying he does search and rescue for dogs, and that's what he was saying. But the other thing is
Legworth,
constant.
You are welcome into my home anytime, bud. You are my hero.
I mean, that's wonderful.
Oh, man.
One of the other things, too, is constant posting. In other words, if you're going to post a video, you do it once a week, or say you're doing it twice a week, if you say you jump to that. And it's being consistent to put it at the same time on the same day. And that's going to bring people back to you, which then that'll help you.
YouTube is going to see that algorithm. And that's another thing, too. I've really, because I hit that 500 mark, and I'm just saying, I'm good with that. I've really cut back on the amount of output. I was putting out for a while 2 or 3 videos a week, pretty consistently, and it's a grind. And okay, Ken Dono is a perfect example. I remember making a comment to him either earlier this year or last year. He blew through 10,000. He had 10. Him and Sean Oz had 10,000 at Spin Up last year.
Right.
He just blew past everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at what Ken was doing. Ken was putting out 3 and 4 videos a week, and I'm just, and he still got his side business of real estate. And I'm just thinking, dude, do you even have a life? I know you got a wife and kid, and he did say his wife is really supportive of him, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of output, if you really want to kick it into gear, that it's going to take sometimes if you want to make some money on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of work. And one of the things that is really surprising, and it didn't surprise me because I really appreciate what he puts out in his content, and that's Aldrin of Flight Path.
Oh yeah.
I was there. He sat at our table the first year for Spin Up. He had less. He had. I want to say like maybe 5,000 subscribers.
He rocketed, dude. He rocketed.
He's blown past everybody. Kelly, Ready Set Drone, everything.
He's got like 210,000 now.
Yeah, and I was on the. I think it was a Saturday. Yeah, the Saturday he went live. He says, it probably won't happen. I just decided to go live.
I was there for that. When he went over 200,000. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. And what got him there is just his constant tutorials, and his reviews are very fair and balanced.
Yeah.
He doesn't go off the wall. If there's something wrong, he says, he'll let him know what it is, but he doesn't, badger like some people do. And then he doesn't just super promote just because it's, say, DJI or
I've noticed
GoPro.
No, because he uses a lot of everything. He uses Evo. I mean, the auto stuff. And I've noticed a lot of everything too, because I've seen, and it's like Ken has said, and everybody said, when you get over a certain amount, you're going to get your haters. He just totally ignores them, and that's the best way to do it.
It's exactly what you need to do. They don't exist.
Yep.
Unlike Ken, where he's going to confront them, each and every one of them.
Ken Herron's getting like that too. Have you? I follow Ken on Instagram. I would never want to get on Ken Herron's wrong side. He is just too freaking witty.
Yeah, he is. Well, being on the radio as many decades as he was,
yep.
You got to be like this. You don't have time. And that's a natural thing. That's not something that you just learn.
Yeah.
That's something that's in you, but you perfect it with all those years of being in it.
Yeah. But anyway, there's probably a ton of stuff more I could talk to, but I better get rolling.
Alrighty, sir.
I think Matt will be coming on Matt Northeast will be coming on.
Yeah, he's got about an hour.
I should have a few more beers and some dinner in me, so I'll hang out for that one a little bit.
Hey, think about some red wine instead of the beer. Less carbohydrates.
No, I can't stand wine, man. I don't know how. I shit my brains out on wine. How can people? And it tastes like sour grapes after the first bottle. Come on, man. And I know you. I know you drink wine.
You just got to go to the second bottle.
Yeah, right.
My mom, God love her, she found this article, and because I've always told her, I said, well, red wine is good because what it does is it drops your cholesterol level.
It does.
And there was an article that came out in that I forget what newspaper. It was like either the New York Times or something, and it was a republishing of an article that came out in a French newspaper that they re-promoted it. And it was talking about how in France, being one of the largest countries of consumption of cheese, has one of the lowest cholesterol levels. And they, found out that had to do with the red wine is what their scientific study came down with. So my mom cuts this article out, and then it says 2 glasses of wine a day. And then my mom puts this note on the bottom, 2 glasses, not 2 bottles a day.
It's medicine. I want to make sure I'm getting enough.
That's right. If 2 glasses are good, 2 bottles must be better. You know what the hell?
Oh man. Oh, I know what I. Oh, there goes. There's a thought again because it's something that I know you missed, and I wanted to bring you up on it. And I can't remember it now. It was just right there. It's that old age thing. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, Brian. You're younger than I am.
Not by much. How old are you again?
I turned 67.
Yeah, okay, it's a little bit older. Your official retirement age.
I am. I get it, but I'm still. That's why I waited for the 4 months over so I can continue to work, and I still get my Social Security.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Man,
And Medicare. Boy, that was a big thing for me. As a huge savings as a diabetic.
See, and that's just it, though. For a lot of people, Medicare, if you can make it to 65, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
You know, me myself, I've got good insurance now. Pretty good insurance. I noticed my wife's, she's on Medicare. She's older than me. So it's a little bit better. And I'm kind of jealous. But I'm just thinking, yeah, that'll be great having that. And I know I'm probably going to need it because genetically wise, my health sucks. I'm not feeling anything now other than my knees, but it's going to go south soon. But so it'll be a good thing to have. But at the same time, they've already told me that 1/4 of my income, not just Social Security income, 1/4 of my income will be paying for Medicare by the time I hit it. And that's pissing me off. Because that
right now it's only what I pay $143.50 a month gets taken out for Medicare out of Social Security. I was paying it before because I started going on Medicare before I went on and got my SSA. So
thank you, Philip. Thank you for coming in, bud.
Take care, Philip. Enjoy, like I said.
But yeah. Now that, God darn it, because it was something that was kind of important, and now it's just gone. God, see, this is why, and I showed this to Chris at the beginning of the show. Let me bring it up again. This is why I do this now before I start a live stream. And Mitch showed me he said, have a plan before you go on.
Bullet points.
That was the agenda. And I've done it all. I hit everything in there. But
wow.
This was the shout outs. These were the topics, and all this got covered. And most of it actually was before you popped on. That's why I'm really glad you came on, Steve, because you've saved my bacon now several times.
Well, I was listening in the background. I couldn't even type because I was meeting with people, and I had my wireless headphones on.
Yeah.
And I was there, and I didn't want to be rude while people were walking the project.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now, Tomas.
Well, anyway, guys, I'm past my time. So let me go ahead and wrap this up. Steve, I do thank you for coming in. And I really thank everybody in the chat's leggy work. My new hero, man, rescues dogs. Awesome. Yeah.
Search and rescue. There we go.
Thomas Ariel.
Good things with drones.
Who else we got in here? James Simpson. And Bob Casey. Oh, that's what it was. Wait a minute. Okay, before I go, it was Bob Casey. Because you've been out of it for a while. Bob Casey has content on his channel now. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get notification?
Let me ask you this. Are you even subbed to Bob Casey? Because I found out I wasn't.
Well, let me double check now.
You better double check.
No, I'm sure I was subbed to him.
Bob Casey put up a video. Many times he's been here. Jim's droning. I do appreciate it, bud. I thank you for coming in. But yeah, I am going to end this here in just a minute. But yeah, that's the thought that kept slipping out of the ears. I wear these headphones to keep the thoughts in. It's just not working. I need a better pair of earphones.
They just fly right out. They're just going back and forth in between each ear, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's coming out my nose or something. I don't know what it's doing.
Well, let's go over here. And is Bob still in here?
I don't think so, because There was a way I had to scroll the ways up, and I saw his name. I said, "That's it." Here's another thing too. I was at Spin Up 19. He was there too, and I do remember seeing him. And then he goes to me again. "You were there too?" I said, "Yeah." So I really hope Kelly manages to put on another Spin Up to where we can all get together, because that would be a hoot. Now that we kind of all know each other. And y'all need to go to Leggyworks channel, and in fact, I need to go to Leggyworks channel. Let me do this. It's nothing YouTube took away was the ability I used to be able to just click on a person's name. Now I got to do a copy and paste in YouTube.
No, well, what you can do is if you have it in Google Chrome and you put the extension on it, it allows it.
Oh, I took a bunch of extensions out because my computer was hosing up. That's why I'm not able to do it anymore.
And they did upgrade it. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it because they did come up with an upgrade. And well, there's Bob Casey. Yes, I am.
Because I know what it was. I went to look for him, and all I kept coming up was Senator Bob Casey, and I must have lost track of not doing it. Jim luckily put up the link to the video, so I was able to hook up with him right there. But yeah, he's got one video, I think, on his channel now.
Yeah, 6 days ago.
Yep, that's it.
Well, I'll be doggone.
But yeah, I'm subscribed to Leggywork, and I will be checking out some of your videos, Bud, because I didn't know that that's what you did. So I'm definitely going to be looking at some of this stuff and commenting here in the next day or so. But anyway, guys, I really got to roll. So,
well, thank you again, sir, and everybody in chat. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your evening, and hope you have a safe and wonderful weekend.
Yeah, really, y'all take it easy this weekend, and nobody get hurt, nobody get killed.
Yeah,
so that's the main thing. But anyways, appreciate it, y'all, and bye-bye now.